Because we got these? Yup. Did drill embolden them more? No, because they pretty much would have talked shit regardless on social media. So then you'd have to ban social media. Because guess what? If you get rid of drill music, they'll just talk shit on social media. Anybody that's watching can't recognize who I am, neither are they coming near me. See this? It makes people bold. Just as bold as this makes them. When people can't see who's behind the man in the mask, the man behind the keyboard, people get bold. They start saying things and doing things they wouldn't normally do in front of people. Their real evil comes out. You feel me? Now this, it's made to protect people. I'm not saying using one of those is going to make you a criminal, using one of those is make you a killer, using one of those is bad. No, I'm just saying people will be people and take advantage of things they could take advantage of. Mandating this, of course, people are going to take advantage of it. And that's what's being done. Be real with you. You know, I noticed a huge uptick. Now, this ain't just in New York. It's funny how it's New York because if you look all around the country, every city, numbers are up. Murders, robberies, all the stuff that criminals take part in. You can't see people's faces. When you mandate something like this, you're mandating a free fall because you're covering people's faces. I go running by wearing one of these. Nobody even gives me a second look. Why? Because it's normal to see somebody with one of these on. Now, before you see me running by with one of these, you're like, yo, what the? Yo, he's up to some shit. Yo, he up to no good. That dude shady, bro. He's up to no good. You feel me? And then everybody's on the alert. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's on the lookout. Or if you see somebody walk up to you with one of these, you know something's about to happen, so you're not asleep. A lot of people are asleep and getting plucked off because of these. Because they can't see they op coming. They don't know who's in that bubble. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who's all, because you don't see nothing. Sometimes you don't even see the eyes because some people pop on a pair of these. So you got that. You got this. How could you tell? Feel me? So how could you tell? Or if not that, some type of a mask. Where before, it would heighten people's senses. I ain't just walking by like a dumbass, like, because you're so numb to it. You're seeing so many people walk by with them. It's like, oh, that might not be enough. You don't know. You just don't know because they're completely covered. And then before you know it, you're walking by, your back is turned, and you're shot upside the head. And that's what's going on. That's what I feel. Because everybody I know that is gone in this time, their killer was wearing one of these. Just letting you know. And I bet you everybody you know, their killer was wearing one of those. You feel me? Not saying that they probably wouldn't be in regular circumstances, yes, but most likely, I think it would avoid a lot of things if you could see it coming. You feel me? So if we do like the research and stuff, man. So I found a channel that's like being pretty generous with and I trust this channel, man, because this channel, you know what I'm saying, be doing a lot of things. It's called Hip Hop Universe. You feel me? Like they do their research. And this guy said there's 250 rappers that died in 2021. That's like the peak of, like the worst of everything, right? After a peak. I mean, don't get me wrong. The worst violence in New York, Mr. Mayor, if you haven't forgotten, and you're a little older than I am, 1990. 2,600 murders. And last year, I think it was 400. It was pushing five. It was 480 or something, right? If I'm not mistaken, New York. Think about that. 2,600. So just drop the 2,000. Leave the 600. Still more. You could blame it on crack, or you could do what a lot of people tried to do back then. Blame it on that what? Gangster music, NWA, all of that stuff. 87, 88, 89, all crazy years, like 1600 another year, almost, and then 2001 year. I forgot, but it was crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. I mean, crazy numbers. I put it this way. It says there's 250 rappers that died. That's about half of the number that of murders in New York, but we're blaming drill music. Listen, I know some of it's hard to stomach. I know it might not be your cup of tea, but that's why we got freedom of speech. And for you to prove that it incites like this crazy violence, I mean, you really have to dig deep into it. And there's a lot of things that incite it. Like I said, we could do research into this, and guess what that would be? You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to blame that, but just as much as you could blame that, you know I got a great point with this. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of you might be in the, oh, that's ridiculous. No, that is not ridiculous. If you really look at it unbiasedly, and you'll understand what I mean. That is not ridiculous. You know what I mean? Are some of these kids knuckleheads? Yup. Some of these kids speak real reckless. Yup. Some of these kids, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, they gonna wild out either way. Yup. Some of these kids a little bit more emboldened because we got these. Yup. Did drill embolden them more? No, because they pretty much would have talked shit regardless on social media. So then you'd have to ban social media. Because guess what? If you get rid of drill music, they'll just talk shit on social media. What are we gonna do? Start banning people for freedom of speech? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. This is my only issue is, especially with the heads from my generation, is yes, we mature. Yes, we see things. But come on, man. Like, you really want to go down that route? You don't remember when you was young? You don't remember the things, you know what I'm saying, that you experienced, whatever. Minus NWA, you still would have been out there doing the same damn thing that you was doing. Real talk. Minus gangster rap, minus Nas, minus Biggie, minus Pac, all of that. Minus Eminem, you still would have been doing what you was doing. Now, if we're going to blame 1980 on the crap epidemic, right? And we're going to blame it on drugs, not the gangster music. If we're going to do that, then guess what? Then you got to blame these murders on the opiate epidemic and the pill epidemic and the pharmaceutical epidemic, because all these kids are pushing and showing that lean. So maybe it's not the drill that's doing it. Maybe it's the lean that they're on. Maybe it's all that shit. You know, because we could use that too. I mean, there's so many factors in this. There's so many variables. Come on, man. Like, let's be real with it. Let's be real with it. These kids have access to pharmaceuticals that my 70-year-old mother, actually, is she 70? Oh, shit. Nah, but let's be real with it. These kids have access to painkillers that my 70-year-old mother, after a hip surgery, had trouble getting. And she's 70 years old without an addiction problem, nothing. How is this stuff being on the street? How is it getting on the street? I don't know. But they getting that pure promethazine. You know what I'm saying? They getting that. You see them popping perk 30s and stuff. And I know a lot of it's counterfeit and a lot of it's made up with fentanyl. But yo, some of it's that real deal stuff. Feel me? How's that getting out there? Let's be real with it. So if we're going to blame it on drugs back then we have to blame it on drugs right now. So which way you want to go with it? That's what I'm saying, man. Different variables. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be too long. I just want to say my piece. I just want to say, man, yo, stop crapping on all these kids, man, because a lot of these kids, yes, they are speaking reckless. No different than we was when we was young, man. I spoke reckless. Yes, I did not say the stuff they did, and I would not say the stuff they did. Different time. Different vices. Feel me? So I'm saying, my vice back in the day was weed. 40. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the user. You know what I'm saying? Now they celebrate being the user. Different times, different vices. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, man, it's the times has changed, bro. You can't sit there and blame these kids any more than you could blame they surroundings, bro. Real talk, just like us. You feel me? All right, man, let's get into it. But I'm pretty sure they're being very generous with this 250 rappers. Like I said, back in the day, like this list would be 20 rappers if you were to go by 1990 standards. You know what I'm saying? If you was go to buy 1990 standards, this list would probably be down to 20 rappers because back then you weren't considered a rapper until you actually got paid to be a rapper and you were with a label or you made your own label and you were selling records and you were, basically, that's what a rapper was considered. I get it. Different time, different standards. So guess what? I'm pretty sure that the list would have been a lot bigger than this if you went by today's standards back in the 90s. That's all I'm saying. Like, this list hasn't grown. This isn't nothing new. A lot of people in the hood was rapping, bro. Everybody in New York was rapping, you know what I'm saying? In the 80s, 90s. Everybody, man. You couldn't throw a rock without somebody having no, you know what I'm saying? Jotting down some rhymes. Come on, man. Everybody had their ciphers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Outside on the stoop. Come on, man. All right, man, let's get into it. I'm going to go through a couple of rappers, see if it's drill music, and see what they died of, all right? People call on me just in case they... Nachi, gun violence. Don't sound like drill to me. Roll on me. I can't go, homie. Oh, no, I can't go for it. Just can't wait to get the right direction to the... Big CEO, gun violence. Don't sound like drill to me, but let's go. I'm going, money long. I keep blowing strong till my lungs going. Catch him, stretch him. Shorty Hog, gun violence. Rest in peace, homie. Sound like kind of like a choppy flow type mumble flow. Damn. This just a start of the beginning. Was a passion if your heart not locked in it. Nigga name was never Dennis, but I turned into a menace. Damn, who is that? That dude is nice. Gemellus. I think that's how it's named. Gemellus or Gemellus. Gun violence. Rest in peace, homie. Damn, he was nice. That's tragic. All right, now let's start skipping. Lately, I've been popping. Boog The Bandit. Rest in peace, homie. Gun violence. Coming up on the gun, I couldn't miss 6 feet. Rand Styles. Rest in peace, homie. Gun violence. Never close my brother, very loyalty in my soul. I be chillin', thinking, do they really love me? I'm faking it. These niggas really moving. Eastside Mully, gun violence, rest in peace, homie. But you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of these people, you know what I'm saying, probably just were independent artists. Just like in the 90s, indie artists, trying to put it out, trying to make it whichever way they can, you know what I mean? What the fuck is a Suvi? This sound, hold up. This sound like it. These niggas got me so moody. Hold on. That's drill. This is drill. Okay. My spin is blocked with a two. So far we got one drill rapper. Niggas thought it was over. Put in work with all these peas. I'm out bagging the grocery. Venza. All right, let's get towards the end because that's where all the drill rappers should be, right? Because it's just recent, right? And this is 2021 all the way through the year, right? I'm the nigga up in your... Guess not. You see that here when you walk. We got Little 4X. I think that's how it is, man. Rest in peace, homie. Gun violence. But not around when you cool this cheese. Fuck them niggas, we gon' kill them. Lost they drill. Smokey yo. Gun violence. Rest in peace, homie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there wasn't a lot of drill rappers on it, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, there might be more now. But this is what I'm trying to explain to y'all, man. We could point the finger and say they was a rapper or they got, they died by something affiliated with rap, with drill rap. The thing is, drill rap is what is popular right now. So, of course, a lot of these guys that want to rap are going to go to that. But remember, this isn't no thing to the drill rappers, man. Y'all really got to tone that shit down with dissing the dead, bro. Like, real talk, like, dissing the dead, man, that's just not cool, man. That's like that. Yo, when they gone, bro, they gone, man. Y'all gotta know when to be like, yo, man, let me chill out a little bit. Let shit, you know what I mean? Because it ain't nothing cool about that, man. Ain't nothing cool about that. Person's gone. Person's gone. Respect that. Respect that. They, you know what I'm saying? They are no longer a problem in your life. Why are you gonna continue bringing them up? The drill. You let people cover themselves up, they're gonna do some dumb shit, and that's basically what it is, man. That being said, if you're new to the channel, forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button. I'm out. Peace, love, positivity.